Sean, when you're back there, kind of, I guess, reading the three options, I guess, how confident are you, pulling it back and taking a run like you did last week, or kind of, I guess, stepping back to the throw?
I guess I'm confident in both. I love the run, so I mean, yeah. But I guess I'm confident in both. I feel like I can do either or. Just whatever Coach Housewright asked of me in that specific play, and like in that specific play there, I mean, it was a kind of a RPO a little bit ish, and the defensive end crashed down, and there was nobody out there, so that's kind of what was asked of me.
What's it? I guess how does it feel knowing you? I guess seeing so much green in front of you on some of those long
Feels
runs.
good. Feels good. Feels like like you can let it open a little bit and let it loose. So it feels good.
On that one run where you're kind of you were tackled or you were stopped and then you ran into the end zone with carrying a big pile. I mean,
Oh
how
yeah,
fun was that?
that was fun. That was fun. I didn't even know Justice like did that until I watched the video. So that was cool. Credit to him. I mean, I feel like it should say touchdown Justice Perkins on that because that was all him. But that was cool. I think that was like a point of the game where they had some life, and we wanted kind of take that away from them. And so to punch that in and kind of seal the deal from there on out was a big deal for us.
Do you have any gifts after seeing the video?
I'll give him a big hug. How about that? Big hug. Maybe some lunch.
A lot about your toughness and your unwillingness to go down. Breaking tackles a lot, willing to put your shoulder down. So where does all that come from?
I think just my dad, teaching me to be a football player growing up. I kind of get annoyed and frustrated with like quarterbacks around the nation that like kind of slide and like don't like put it out there for their team, and that's just not who I am. I think those guys appreciate how me and Tommy run and putting it on the line for them. Because they're doing the same thing for us. So I think it's just that mindset that we kind of both have, and that willingness to not go down and be denied is just something that we have.
How would you evaluate your performance over the last 4 to 5 weeks with Tommy being out? You think it's spectacular, but how would you personally evaluate it?
It's been okay. It's been okay. Some good, some bad. I mean, it's been okay. There's some things that we need to fix that I need to fix. I think being more consistent is one thing that I need to do. Playing with a more even keeled mentality, I guess, and mindset is something I need to work on. But I think it's been good. The most important thing is that we've won those games. So I guess that is the most important thing.
Sac State's kind of close to where you grew up. Do you feel is there any excitement going back to the sort of close to the area where you're from?
It's cool. I don't like road games, so not really. But I mean, yeah, it would be nice to have family there and a lot of them. So that'd be cool. But I'm not looking forward to the late kickoff and all that. So
Just this matchup. I mean, number three, obviously a good team. How do you feel about what do you know about them, and how excited are you for this game?
yeah, they're a good team. They've been in the thick of things in the last couple of years. They were the Big Sky champs last year, as well as us. They're good. They're a good program. Their head coach, was a defense coordinator last year, and he's a good coach. So they're going to bring it. They're going to probably have a packed place at home, and it's going to be a good environment to play in, and it's going to be fun.
We talked a lot about the run game. Can you just talk about the throw game, building it every week? Your tight ends, especially tied this past Saturday. So evaluating that as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we've been trying to do. I think everybody knows that we can run the ball, and I think we all know we can run the ball, but we need to work on the pass game, and that's what we set out to try to work on the last couple of weeks here, and I thought we did a good job of it. We're not there yet. We're not where we want to be, but we know we're working on it, and we're getting better every week with it, and so that's exciting.
Only team left undefeated in the Big Sky after this Saturday. So how are you guys managing, the target on your back, being top of the conference, going into this gauntlet of a couple games?
Yeah, I mean, just taking it 1 week at a time. I don't think we're really kind of looking at records right now. That doesn't really matter to us. I think we're just kind of looking to go 1-0 every week. It doesn't matter who we play. Just kind of go in there and take care of our business, and I think everything will work itself out.
How much is running more play action kind of helped open up that pass game?
Yeah, I think a lot. We run the ball really well, like I said. And when we can run play action and get those guys kind of cycle up to the line of scrimmage, then we can kind of throw it over their heads a little bit. So I think it helps both worlds. It helps us run the ball better and helps us throw the ball better. So it's definitely a nice asset to have for us.
You've been with this program for a long time. What does it mean to be a Bobcat to you?
A lot. It means a lot to be a Bobcat. Wearing the Bobcat logo on my head and having the logo on my chest right here means the world to me. Just forever grateful for this program, and for this university for taking a chance on me.
Having Ty back, how fun is it to have a deep threat like that?
Yeah, it's fun. He stretches the field. I mean, he's really, really fast and he's really explosive. So having a guy out there like that can do all types of things is a nice weapon to have.
What do you think about the punt return?
That was nice. That was nice. I mean, you hit that sideline and went, so that was cool.
The only 8 carries the last 2 weeks. How much was that?
Yeah, kind of crazy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
How much is that your decision making versus play calling versus just trying to preserve the body for the long stretch run?
I think like during the early part of the season, I had more carries because I was kind of dropping back and taking off when I shouldn't have taken off. So I think, in the past game, just going through my reads and making throws instead of just taking off and running has limited those carries, which is nice, because I think that we have, stable running backs. You got wide receivers that can carry the ball, tight ends even that can carry the ball. And when those guys are carrying the ball, it doesn't make me carry the ball. It doesn't make Tommy carry the ball. So I think, a culmination of all those things has limited those carries.
Feeling relatively fresh for week 8?
I feel really good for week 8. This is probably the best I've ever felt. So I feel really good.
But just having Tommy back, what did you think of his performance?
I thought he played well. I know he was worried about being rusty and whatnot, but like a guy that works that hard, I don't have to worry about that with him. He's a competitor. He works really hard, works his tail off, and so I knew he was going to come out here and do what he does, and he did. So it was nice to see.
Can you talk about the running back room? You guys get different looks kind of with injuries, battling through that the past few weeks. New faces like Julius and whatnot. So just what have you seen from them that you've enjoyed?
Yeah, I mean, those guys, they run hard, and they all have that next man up mentality. When somebody goes down, they step right up. And we've kind of got a wide variety of age in there. We got freshmen carrying the ball. We got 6-year guys carrying the ball. So those guys, they work together really well, and they step up when asked upon them to, and they do really well with each other.
You touched on the O-line, obviously, with that touchdown, the third one, your third one on Saturday. Can you just talk more about them and, how much you appreciate them, how much you've seen them grow since fall camp?
Yeah, I mean, a lot. Those guys, they work together. They're one cohesive unit out there, and they're really smart guys. I mean, Perk, I think, is the smartest center in the nation, honestly. So they work together. They're tough. They don't get beat often, but when they do, I can guarantee you they're not going to get beat again. So they kind of have that next play mentality, and they're just going to keep going and going and going.
What was Tommy like during these few games where he was out?
Yeah, he's definitely helpful. He was right by, involved with everything, and just another set of eyes and hands and ears and whatnot. So he was definitely helpful, and the game planning and the game day stuff. He was always right there. He let me know what he saw and what we think we can do better and whatnot. So grateful for him because he just didn't have to do that, but he wanted to do that because he's a team first guy, and which you don't see quite often, honestly. So definitely happy that he was able to help like that.